Every angler has his or her favorite fish to reel in. Some like brookies, some prefer walleye, and if you're like my dad, your favorite is bluegill.
I like bluegill. They're the tastiest if I ask me, that and trout.
My dad is the best bluegill fisherman I know. Well, he's one of the few people I've gone bluegill fishing with,
We'll throw this little guy back.
and it's been way too many years. They're fun to catch and are the tastiest fish there is. So we headed out to his favorite fishing hole on a scouting mission to see if the gills were biting. I threw the camera on a tripod, just in case, managed to get neither of us in the frame, and I caught one within seconds of throwing my bait out. The bite was on.
Uh-huh. You got one. We just use a small part of the crawler. Inch or so, 1/3. We'll see what we can catch here with this one. We're after bigger ones. There we go. There we go. That's a better one, I think. That's a better one. That's what we're looking for. Hair over 8 inches. Any size you can keep a bluegill, but I like them anywhere from 6 inches and up. I can get a good fillet out of them. Anything a fillet besides my finger. Tender morsel. When did they start biting? Well, as you know, this is our first time out. And it's been a late spring. Water's been cold. Finally a little warmer weather, and they just start coming in the last few days. Talking with other fishermen, and they said they've been spooky, but they're coming in now to feed. Water's warm. All the little food are here for them now, and they'll start spawning here shortly. But as you can see, I don't see no beds out there. They're not spawning yet.
Bluegills favor warm waters, about 64 to 70 degrees, with plenty of cover such as weed beds, submerged logs, or drop-offs. Also good places to get your hook snagged and catch other things.
I got a fish stick. Just cast in different areas and that work your way in with your bait and find out where they're hanging at. And sometimes they're in close, sometimes they're out farther. Closer, say about 10 feet or so off in front of the brush over there. See if they're hanging in there. Uh-huh. Not as big, but that's a keeper, no doubt. About 7.5. My setup is just a number 6 hook and a one little split shot sinker and a hunk of night crawler. Very cheap. Way to go. Light line, about, I don't know if I got 4 or 6 pound on here right now. It's a cheap way to fish. I mean, don't cost you much. Rod and reel for about $15 and hooks and sinkers, and enjoy yourself. Get a meal. There we go. Little one, again. You know, work it up, pull it, just work it a little bit. You're like, so. Like that, just if you don't get a bite right away, just let her sit for a while, not bite. Pull it up a little bit, reel in your slack, see if something happens. Your line starts going out, I got it just drifting right there. When she starts going out, just when it gets to the end, pull her in. Just give her, hook them. And then you get this, see? That's what happens. And you got one. I think I got a bass this time. I think so. And it ain't bass season. It's a largemouth bass. There you go.
Nothing's changed much since I was a kid. My dad still baited my hook and took the spiny fin fish off for me. Bluegill spawn in shallow water in the late spring or early summer, and that's when it's typically a good time to catch them. But we were there before the spawn and having pretty good luck.
I'm gonna try a cast or two right here. You can see some swimming right there along that log. Here we go. Come on, take it, take it, take it, take it. Got him. Come on. Come on. Come on, big boy. Yeah. That's better. See the log going out toward it out there?
Yeah.
Go to the end of it. Fish. Yeah, yeah.
I was torn between fishing and filming. I should have had Brian along to film so I could just fish.
Come on, get it. Yeah, there you go.
Bluegills are a fun little fish to catch. They put up a good short bite.
Oh yeah, there you go. A bigger one. Holy cow, you got a bluegill. There we go. Come on out there. Look at there. That's getting better. That's getting better when you bend your pole like that. Oh, we got a fish. So do I. Yep, mine's bigger. No, I don't know.
We caught 21. Well, mostly he did.
Well, I'm fishing more than you are. You're the camera woman.
Next time, I'll leave the camera at home. A limit of bluegills per person is 25.
That's a pretty blue right there, huh?
Some of the very first video I filmed in college was my dad scaling and filleting bluegills. I couldn't find that ancient footage, so here's a quick reenactment. And he had to improvise on the scaler a bit.
Made a quick one, a bottle cap and a piece of cedar and nail. Then we go right down the spine. Right to the back of the head. Back this way. You gotta feel the bones. Flip her in. That way. Put behind the head. Little angle there helps. Cut her down. I can feel. I'll flip that back and I'll go right at the top. I can feel a little bit there. Right. There. Right at the top, right on top of the rib cage. Just run your knife right along top. Swarm it right to the hole. Cut her. And there you go. Nice big slab of meat.
You couldn't ask for a better day. Great weather and even better company.
You and I haven't fished since you were quite young.
I hope all you dads out there had a great Father's Day, and especially this guy for always being willing to let me stick a camera in his face and for taking me fishing.